What more effective way to govern the governed than to use what they have made the governed to love most outside of their own personal interest? Sports and celebrities. Celebrities and sports. Those two activating entities go in tandem with addiction, the fear factor and attachment for the sake of causing the sheep to believe anything propagated like a virus. If the same government can get you to believe that a man rose and walked out from a tomb after being deceased for 3 days, make you think that pledging allegiance to a flag that is soaked with the blood of nations is righteous, or can program you to stop at a red light or a stop sign you think instinctively, then of course they can get you to believe in a manufactured virus aimed at killing you and your beloved celebrities and sport events you have been programmed to love so much. It called social and political science. No matter of what state of mind you choose exist in, rather it be religious, atheist or even conscious, if you allow your life to be altered by way of a government system using fear to control you, you have lost a huge amount of your freedom upon every level of the being. We are dealing with a government system which understands that fear has no limited position in terms of the human psyche. This is a very dangerous time to be taken advantage of, not only by the government and the merchants, but by also religious organizations who understand the power of fear and the strong human desire not to be made afraid for the sake of inner contentment. Religious institutions and Rome has forever worked in tandem for the destruction of a people who have no idea of how free they are in fact to live their lives completely free of fear and dictation. Logic, not under the authority of any institution, rather religious or political, is deemed as demonic because it demands for a theology or imposed political implication to show itself as valid for the betterment of humanity as a whole. Within religious doctrine as well as political aristocracy, the natural freedom to execute logic in questioning all things will be felt as rebellion or insanity by the slave and its authority figure. Those who understand the power of being free to utilize the mind will forever be in good company with one another who are not afraid to be themselves. Never be conditioned into being a willing slave to authority. There is something more to living than simply existing as an activating tool of this wicked government machine which keeps this government functioning. The addiction has been injected from since the beginning of the times of the Roman Empire, when we were hitched to Rome's plow and created dependencies and no longer free under the Creator who alone fed us all from the soil of the Mother Earth. I would hope that many of us would have taken the time to understand how vital it is to work to manifest your gift, for when this government system decides to play with our lives, we are effectively self-sufficient enough to survive upon our own instead of being conditioned to rely upon a mere 1,000 to 1,200 crumb to be thrown from the tables of the architectures of world destruction, after they have conditioned for many of you to suffer with fear and the immense possibility of hunger until death. All these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. If you have allowed this pandemic to change your life for the worst, in regards to your feeling that matters are going to become more difficult, then the time has become non-beneficial for you. Always understand that the life journey is about evolution, no matter what transpires that tries to convince you otherwise through the weapon of fear. The manner of nature which we perceive the time cannot be understood through the screened perception of fear or dismay, but only for the opportunity for growth and identity as time prevails. Move forwards with your mind and heart open to reach the goals you had, and understand the vitality of still possessing them. Tap back into your instinctive will, which is love for your journey. Do it. It's there for you. Decide to rise above this. David Anthony Breboy.